With Derek and the Dominos and stuff, how did that all come about? You know, putting that was a great. You obviously must have loved the band.
Oh yeah, it was terrific. Yeah, it was one of the best bands I was in.
How did that all come?
Pardon me?
I was going to say, how did that all come about? You know, that was put together and.
Well, it was Eric's idea. We did a tour with Eric, a couple of tours when he was with Delaney and Bonnie and Friends.
Right.
And so when Delaney and Bonnie broke up, I got a call, and well, no, actually I didn't get a call from Eric. I got a call from George Harrison to go over and do his All Things Must Pass album over in London. So did Carl. So did Bobby Whitlock. And Bobby had been over. Well, Bobby went over to write songs with Eric. He was over there earlier. Carl and I went over to work on All Things Must Pass. And from there, we started jamming a little bit with Eric, and he asked us to be in his band.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all were living out at his house, and we rehearsed every day, and learned all these songs. Went on the road.
So it was 6 months before you guys did your first concert.
Oh yeah, we did. We worked some clubs around England.
Right.
Little Mecca ballrooms and discotheques, things like that. And we hustle back from Eric's house and drive up and do the gig and go back and rehearse every day and all that. But it was about 6 months before we got over to doing the album down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we only did one tour. We did the album and then did the American tour before the album was released. And so nobody knew who we were. And Eric didn't want his name involved with the band at all. You know, he wanted to be like a band.
Right.
Instead of Eric Clapton and such.
Did he? Yeah, he doesn't seem to be too comfortable with the fame type, aspect of it and stuff. You know.
Yeah, he isn't actually. Well, he is. Well, he handles it very well, but I don't think he likes it. I don't know. He's always saying that he's not as good as he should be, and this, that, and the other. He's very tough on himself. But he's a great player.
How was the crowd response when you were touring with Derek and the Dominos?
They liked it very much. Everybody seemed to like it a lot. We always filled the place wherever we play. We didn't play real big places, maybe sometimes 3,500, maybe 7,000 at the most. But it was always packed. And they really liked it.
Did I know Duane Allman helped out a lot on the album? Did he ever tour with you guys? Did he ever perform, like come out and do work?
He did play a couple of the dates. He almost joined the band.
Did he really?
Yeah, Eric was trying to get him to get in the band, but Duane decided to stick with his brother and the Allman band.
Yeah.
And so he kind of dropped out and went back to down south.
So how long?
He played a lot. Recording-wise, I mean, we went to see him play. We were doing the album down in Miami, and they were doing an outdoor concert. So Tom Dowd said, "Come on, you got to go hear this band." So we all went down and heard him. And Eric invited the band to come back to the studio after their concert. So they came back, and we all started jamming. And Duane just, never left.
Well, how long was that album in the making? Was that pretty quick to record?
2 weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which wasn't bad.
No, I guess not. That's pretty quick. And with the live album that came out, were you pretty comfortable with that album too?
Yeah, I didn't think it was so bad. I thought it was a really good tight band, and the singing, was great. Eric's playing was fine. The tunes were all great. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I took a big drum solo on that album.
Right.
And that was a real thrill for me.
You hadn't done a lot of soloing though, right? I mean, certainly not on a lot of the records.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I remember we were in Liverpool one night, and Eric said, "Why don't you start with a drum solo?" I said, "Oh, okay." And from then on, they just kept in the act, and I don't know, it was really fun.
You enjoy soloing?
Not really. No, I like ensemble playing actually.
Yeah.
And I think I like to fill a lot, and play around chord changes and things like that. I'm not crazy about solos. Sometimes they get redundant. There's some great solos out there.
Well, what do you think about when you're doing a solo? What kind of stuff do you, in a case like, I guess, opening a concert, it would be pretty much a free-form type of a solo, just maybe before going into the song?
That only lasted a couple of days. Then we played a tune called something about I can't believe my memory is gone. It was an up-tempo, like a rock thing, a boogaloo, that piece called that kind of thing.
Right.
And then they'd all stop, and I'd go into my solo. And I would try and play phrases and play the tune, more or less, and then kind of go off on some kind of tangent. It wasn't always prepared. I like to do it like spontaneously. I had a few things that were prepared, and but then there would be a portion of it where I'd try and divide the beat or do some kind of a syncopated polyrhythmical kind of a thing around, around what I'd been laid down as the basic flooring of the solo. And then I'd try and get into some kind of technical thing, some type of a snare drum rudimental dexterity thing,
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess, and then go back into, back into the time and kind of work back into the tune.